What's going on, my pretty pandas? It's your Huggable Hipster here. Happy Monday and welcome back to Gaming Reviews. In this episode, we are talking about Bloodrayne2. So in a game where the boobs are pointy, the camera work is wonky, and the storyline is halfway decent, Rain, a half-human, half-vampire Damphir, takes her newly found vengeance on with some elegance and a lot of bloodshed. In the sequel to Bloodrayne, Rain is a bloodthirsty Damphir seeking revenge for her family who is turned by the evil Kagan. This game, which in its day was a revolutionary gaming piece, now something nostalgic and cringeworthy. Created by Terminal Reality and released in 2004, ye old days of gaming when you could show the cleavage and the Nazi paraphernalia. Seriously, there were a lot of games back in that day that had Nazi paraphernalia. I'm not, yeah. This game shows a great comparison to today's games in a sense of how far games have come in 14 years. Like, really, like, technologically, story-wise, just in every case imaginable, almost. Technology has not only made more impressive graphics, but how the writers stepped up their game when it comes to plot lines and story development. This game is a third-person hack and slash. Don't think I need to do that to prove a point. Now, this game is a third-person hack and slash that takes off directly from the previous plotline of the first game, Bloodrayne, in both its glitchy camera movement and story, might I add. Now, in 2004, gaming was really starting to become a thing, if you know what I mean. Now, more and more houses had gaming consoles with little kids who loved playing. Very seldom did you see an adult back in the early 2000s that played video games. Now it's become more of a common practice to play video games in your dorm, you know, when you're at home relaxing, or even as a job. When the need for more consoles rose, so did the need for more diverse plot lines. In the early 2000s, it paved the way for the current situation we are in right now, for the way stories and graphics are done. Like, it's kind of like back in the early days, you were kind of, you know, testing everything out, making sure all the kinks worked. Even though you got a lot of bugs, you still went through it, and now it's kind of smooth sailing. Do I need to remind you all of No Man's Sky? And that was only 2 years ago. So with keeping the plot in mind when discussing Bloodrayne2, it makes a strong statement as far as games go back in 2004. Nowadays, the age of limitless gaming and technology, the story of Bloodrayne2 seems almost archaic and ill-formed, but back when gaming was really making a statement, it was like the Mona Lisa of its time. Yes, while it had bad camera work, horrible voice acting, and storylines filled with gaps and annoying cliffhangers, there is no doubt that Bloodrayne has made a mark in both good and bad ways in the gaming community. Now, I realize that the PC version of Bloodrayne is overarchingly better than the console version. I just find the controls easier to use on PC, but that's just me. And that goes for both games, for Bloodrayne 1 and 2. See, there are smoother actions and the camera isn't as glitchy, but that's because both games for Bloodrayne were primarily made for PC and not console. Even though they were for console, they were made for the Xbox 360. It wasn't really for Xbox. I remember primarily getting the very first game when I was, you know, really young and not able to understand why is a girl having cleavage with a Nazi tattoo on her. Yeah. I remember getting that game at Best Buy when I was really young. I think I was like 12 years old. And my mom was like, no, why did you get this? Did you get this from someone? Who gave this to you? I went with my dad at Best Buy. And he said, what? She's killing Nazis. It's a good thing. I love my dad. On the console, it made it hard to really control a lot of the things, and the camera would go in front of Rain's face. It made it hard to control her character during certain boss battles. I hope that there's really a remake for this, the way that there were for the Resident Evil games, to not only show off the amazing graphic capabilities that there are today, but it would just be a wonderful thing to see for fans of the game like myself who would want to see this game evolve with the times. Now let's dive into what I feel like is pretty much a prevalent subject to discuss when addressing this game. The lack of subtitles. I'm going to say it like so people can hear it in the back. Like, seriously, Terminal Reality, you need to make this game again with subtitles. I couldn't for the life of me find any to put onto the game, and for those who are hard of hearing, I would really love it if there were subtitles for that game in particular, because there are, I mean, even Resident Evil 4, I cannot get subtitles unless Leon is talking to Hunnigan, and then there are subtitles, but other than that, nothing. Now, in most sections of the game, yes, it's true. Back in the day, subtitles were used very rarely. The developers either didn't think there would be a point or they were just too lazy to put them in. It made me sort of annoyed that developers didn't put subtitles in areas that might be needed the most. For example, when Rain is getting instructions for a boss fight. There would be no captions, only during certain cutscenes, and even during the longer cutscenes that acted like a mini movie, there were no captions at all. It made me feel bad for the viewers who couldn't hear and basically had to guess through a lot of either my playthrough or someone else's. So in a nutshell, would I recommend this game? If you're looking for amazing graphics, a harrowing adventure, and amazing voice acting, you're not going to find it in this game. Stay far away from this. But if you are like me, and you are looking to reminisce on the good old days of early console and PC gaming, and you're willing to laugh and cringe while doing so, then yes, I would definitely recommend this game. And you know, if you want to see a little blood rain and boobage, and some bloodshed, and some, you know, women who are fighting zombies, then yeah, I would definitely recommend it. But that is it for today's review. If you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below because I make videos every weekday. Stay casually nerdy, you guys, and I will talk to you all in tomorrow's video. Peace.